Okay everybody, this is our next installment of how to change your own oil. The first step today is going to be getting the car up in the air so we can get the drain pan under it. As you can see, we've got the fit here. We've got the ramps squarely in front of each wheel. It is rubbing a little bit. So let's put this thing up in the air. Set your e-brake once you get it up in the air. Turn the car off and pop the hood. All right guys, we are under the car now getting ready to drain the oil, and I wanted to show you a little something here. Make sure, I know it sounds like a no-brainer, but make sure you are doing the engine oil, because sometimes the transmission will have a drain plug really close, and I have seen cars that have pans on the transmission that look like this, so make sure you are not accidentally pulling your transmission. Honda went ahead and actually showed you engine oil to that drain plug. So just double check yourself and be careful. We have our drain pan in position. It's something you want to do first. Make sure you're ready for when the oil comes out. We have a 17mm socket and our ratchet. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. I suggest keeping a hand on it, that way you don't lose the drain plug. Ask anybody that has changed their oil and they will have lost the drain plug in the pan, and you've got to fish it out. All right, we're gonna let this drain and then we'll come back. All right guys, one little trick I've seen before, just in case your oil is draining slow, is to take the oil cap loose. And sometimes it will make it drain faster or more come out because you relieve the pressure in the system. But I don't think it makes a difference on this car. Okay, as you can see, the oil is down to just barely even a drip. So we're going to reinstall our drain plug. And then snug it down like such. Just a little bit more than hand tight's normally what I do. If you have a torque wrench, it's a great time to use it. Now, an issue I have ran into here, I went to take my oil filter off, and last time we were out of the filter I normally use, so I just grabbed a Fram, and it has this Tough Guard or Sure Grip, whatever, on the end, and my cup won't fit over that. Makes it too big for the cup. So I normally don't do this, but I'm literally going to pair of channel locks. You can literally just grab a hold of it and get it started loose with the channel locks. As you can see, it's coming. And then once you get it so loose, you can just take it the rest of the way off by hand. Okay, make sure you have your drain pan positioned correctly. Start popping it loose. Make sure you have a good grip on your filter because you don't want to drop it and make a mess. Okay, getting ready to come out, and when you take it loose, always go straight to the drain pan with it. Come on. It's like one thread away from being off of there. There we go. Go straight to the drain pan with it. Give it a little bit of time to drain. Hey guys, I went back and wiped a bunch of that oil off that had drained down. If the car was flush, it wouldn't do that, but where it's on an angle, it's ran back. So now to install the new filter, what you want to do is you never want to install a dry filter. You want to put a little bit of oil around the face, around the gasket. You can use old oil, you can use new oil. Some people actually put almost a whole quart of oil in here and fill this thing up first. I've never preloaded a filter like that, so Just take you a little bit of your old filter, old oil on the filter. Make sure you get it on the gasket. Put it around the face so you're not installing it dry. Always put a little bit on the threads too. Get it started by hand, that way you know it's threading correctly. Okay, once you get it most of the way on, basically hand tight, switch over to your cup and your ratchet. And it tells you to get it hand tight and then go 1/4 turn. So what we're going to do is snug it down. Okay, there's snug. So we'll go 1/4. Boom. Don't want to go too tight because you can strip them out. You can make the O-ring crinkle up. I've seen all kinds of stuff. So now take this loose. We've got our drain plug in, our filter on. So now we're ready to move up top. Okay guys, we have our oil cap off. I always put mine right here. That way you can't close the hood without putting it on. We have a funnel here because this is a really weird angle. Another thing you need to notice, there's actually a screen in here. So that means we're going to have to pour this oil really slow so it does not build up and overflow. So 4 quarts of oil is 5 quarts. So we're going to have to pour a little bit in and then go from there. As you can tell, that screen is making it drain really, really slow into the engine. Now something to notice on this jug here, it tells you on the bottom liters and quarts. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 quarts. So up above that would have been 5. So we need to pour the oil down to right here to leave 1 quart in here, because this is 5 quarts and we only need 4. So we need to pour 2 more quarts in. All right guys, it took 4 quarts. That's a quart mark, so there's just a little bit left. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna start the car, let it run for a little bit, measure it, and then we'll top it off. Okay guys, let's take our funnel out, knock it around, get a little bit of the oil off. Lay it over here. Put our oil cap back on. And then we will get underneath the car here, get everything that is under here out for safety reasons. Grab our keys, and then we will start the car. Make sure there are no leaks, and then pull it off the ramps. Okay, jump back out. Make sure no leaks from the filter, no leaks from your drain plug. Got 1 drop of oil right here. No leaks and no leaks. All right guys, one last thing to do is I did reset my oil life to 100% on the dash, but something I do is I will record the mileage, 139,745. I have a file in my phone where I record that because I personally go by this, not this. I've had this run up to like, I had a Chevy Malibu for a while and I did it by this, and it went to like 8,000 miles one time and the oil was black as sludge, and it was just, no. I prefer this method. If you want to go by your oil life, that's fine. I prefer going by the mileage. So that's all there is. Ratchet,